Okay, so I figured I'd make a real quick video here on the bonsai cutting and repotting thing, but I'm going to keep it on private, I believe. Anyway, alright, so here's the juniper I repotted, and this one is the windswept, I guess you would call it. I did train it to go down like that. It does need to fill in, and it looks pretty good. I got to take the wire off that's holding these two branches together, but I think it'll fill in now that's in a little bit nicer pot. Alright, so all the ficus, those were losing leaves, and yeah, I know I've talked to somebody else. Now that one I just repotted, so it's got a lot of root showing, and yeah, I cut a lot of these other ones back really drastically because they were getting really leggy, and they were getting you know, they were losing leaves. This one here's got some nice root going too, and like I said, that one, once that dries out, that'll look real good. Same thing with this one. That one, this is the daddy, I guess you would call it, to all these other ones. Basically, you cut a piece of it off, or you know, you get a ficus and you just stick a branch in the ground or in dirt, like that one or this one, and there you go. Same with the Schefflero. The Nabari on that is looking really good. Now I've got some variegated going here, which yeah, my staghorns took a beating during that ice storm, or that hail. It really got knocked into the weeds with the hail hitting it. This one did too. That's pretty awful what it did there, but they'll come back fine. They'll be okay over here. So yeah, those two in front of the gazebo, those are variegated that I just made babies of, and they're growing just fine. So another ficus. There's the Loropetalum. These roots, you know, some of them aren't going very strong because this one part here that died off, and it's taking a while for it to grow back again. So the boxwood is doing great, but it's flowering, so I'm not going to cut it back. This is the first one I ever got, and it's really starting to rot at the base, and this was all rotten way back when I got it because it was so overgrown. This is an oak that I'm going to let grow bigger, so it'll get a bigger base and everything, put it in a bigger pot. This is that crazy Asian jasmine, and it's got a lot of nice little flowers on it. A lot of bees are coming over to look at it, and I'll cut that back once it gets done flowering. There's my stick plant. Here's another ficus, and this is one of the oldest ones. I think actually this is the daddy of the daddy over there. So yeah, losing a lot of leaves. I don't know why this year, but they're getting a lot of brand new shoots. There's another juniper. I haven't touched it. This one here, I've cut the pads on it. I did that today. That's been repotted now for close to well, whenever I was making these pots, which I think was almost a year ago. So that's looking really nice, and you know, it's got some nice nice branches on it. Got a lot of detail to it. So I cut that up today, and there's a ficus that isn't doing that well either. So yeah, that's it. There's my variegated. That was the main one I got, and it was supposed to be a dwarf, but it's growing pretty damn fast. Whoops, sorry about that. And I made babies of it. Within about 3 months, I got this right here, and it's doing really good too. So I'm going to let them grow as tall as possible, but I don't want the roots to hit the ground. Because once they do, they go directly to water and they go under concrete. They will bust up a house slab and nothing flat. Chafaleras actually got into my bathroom and broke the bathroom up from the inside out. It came up through the concrete into the tile, behind the tile and the rock wall, and started pushing out against it, and that was right outside the house by the bathroom. I had to tear that entire bathroom apart. So anyway, yeah, chafaleras aren't going to go in the ground around here, not with me. And yeah, there's another chafalera that just cuttings I stuck in the dirt, and that was about a week ago, and they're starting to come alive already, growing. Another juniper, the kind of a taller one, and succulent, cacti. So yeah, everything's doing good. That vine is overgrown up there, really bad. It's probably root bound to the max, and not getting enough water. But these succulents, they're pretty, and they propagate themselves, and they only need to be watered about twice a week. The cold snap kind of killed one right here. This one is dead piece, but it dropped whatever was there, and it grew here. So yeah, anyway, that's Florida. Alright, so that's my update on all the plants going on, and hope you enjoyed that. Alright, bye.